everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3, usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
A nice little juke. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
Big Dwayne Brown is still one of the top left tackles in the NFL. A 4-time Pro Bowler. He's respected around the league because of his big frame, nimble feet, and strong grip. When you rush the passer against Dwayne Brown, you're just hoping to get near the quarterback.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero as Jim. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
10-2 stop. Quit talking about it and bring it. Get it.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On third and long, it's Allen. This is White on the screen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Draw play, Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On the defensive side of the football, the starting lineup now for Jacksonville. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 6-6, pull it high.
On play action, Allen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Let's go. Check.
On second down now, it's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. 50, hey, Delta. 51. Here we go, D. Here we go.
On play action, Allen caught here by Griffin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On 2nd and 12, Allen. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Jaguars. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. We own them. We own them. Hey,
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete. James White. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
let's go, son.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On play action, it's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Right there.
on 2nd and 11 now. Carr, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there on the screen pass. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To the air, Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Carr to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Right there.
Carr now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Carr completes it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, it's White. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, exit. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight.
First down, and they're going to throw. Caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
I think it's pretty sick.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They mash a whole run there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start. To go through the air as much. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This short throw caught by Goddard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Carr. He's got Lewis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. It's caught. Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. 17-7, the final score. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 27-7, the final score. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 7-3, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.